So hi guys, hope you're doing great. I'm Jamal Beda from Upskill School of Engineering. Guys, we did this video previously, and of course I want today we continue with the design. I'm really satisfied with what exactly the guys we have been able to achieve. As you can see, it's a very good design for a 3-bedroom house, and so I want to go and start now doing a little bit of we put the dimensions, and now we put the grid lines, and of course we can do the name rooming for this 3-bedroom design. So let's get started, and I hope this will be interesting and everything. So let's get started. So the first most important, guys, is that we're going to come here. Now before you do anything, it's very most important that you put all your you ensure that you have the layers. So layers, guys, is where you're going to ensure that each and every item or related item, they are in the same basket, and these are the layers. So this is where you have the layer option. The layers, you can get them from document, layers, and then here. So you can see all these areas. You can actually create a new one by just clicking there and then putting your different element into that layer. For example, like this one, you can see this is a floor and it reads structural bearing, which is actually not true. We need then to change this, and maybe that's a terrain, put it in that, you have seen it's disappeared because that layer is hidden. So that's why terrain, also this one, I think this is part of terrain, so just put them in terrain, because then that's, so that then you can have a clean layout. You see this, all these are so this is on this layer, which is, yeah, it's a good layer. Finished floor, because that is internal. Then hide that layer. You see, guys, now we have a very clean template. Also here, guys, you can see we have this one, so structural bearing. So these are load, so you can create a new layer here. Let's so Control L for layers, then you can create here, then you can say load. Yeah, I think load, yeah. Yeah, then what exactly are you going to do? You're going to come here and take this one and put it in a layer called loads. That layer, guys, we're going to go ahead and actually hide it, yeah, like that. Then you're going to copy all this and also put all this into a layer called that. I think we can delete that. That's not usable now. Guys, now you can see that I've been left with, now guys, remember that I've not deleted anything. I've not deleted anything. You can see that so what I've done, I've hidden, you see. So if I come here, for example, you can see I don't have the load. If I come here and say show all layers, I'm going to have all my layers into that. You see, that's very most amazing. Look at that, so that's real good. So basically that's what exactly a layer is. So for example, if I click here, you can see this is so if I come here and say layers hide, anything that is in that layer is going to be hidden. You see, this one is in landscape general, so I think we can change that and take it to that one. Yeah, so this one we saved it as wall perimeter. So if I hide this one also, so you can be able to do all this, you can hide that, you can hide the load. Now this layer is called load, you can see there. If I hide it, I'm going to hide everything from that end, you see. So that's basically what exactly happens. And so even here you can be able to put, for example, this wall cannot be actually structural bearing. You can say it will be in a layer called pulpit wall. So what exactly you do, you can come here and say Control L, new, and then you say pulpit, yeah, pulpit wall. And now you can just go in there and say, okay, so we have a layer called pulpit wall. Then what exactly, I'm going to change this one and take it to our layer called the pulpit wall. Yeah. Now, guys, if I now want to hide this pulpit wall, I'm not going to affect any other thing. You see, yeah, I have a pulpit wall. It's all hidden. Yeah, like that. You see, so my pulpit wall is hidden. So you see, now if I want to create another layer, probably of copying, you see these are copyings, right? So if I want to create a layer where I can hide all these copying, that one is very possible. So Control L, so you create a new layer called copying like that. and say okay, okay. And then I'm going now to change this one and put it in a layer called copying. And then I can hide that layer like that. You see, so that's how exactly. Now let's say for example these are gutter. I don't want to be on the furniture part, so what exactly I can do, I can say Control L and then say gutter. You know, so this is how you create layers in ArchiCAD. You see, so now this one can now change it and put it in a layer called gutter, and then probably I can hide it if I don't see it. The same layer, for example, this is a layer called roof shell. If now I hide that layer, I'm not going to see that. So that way, so that's how exactly that you hide and create layers in ArchiCAD. So for example, these are flower bases. If you don't want to see these, so let's say for example Control L, and you can create here, you know, flower beds like that. You can absolutely now say okay, and then I can take this one, I can take this one, I can take this one, yeah, and this one, and then put them in an area called flower beds, you see. And then also this one, I can take these and take them into a number of layers. So that's how basically that you go about it, so that you can be able to have kind of a seamless flower beds. Yeah, so flower bed, they are now in the flower bed. Now I can hide them. Hide, yes, look at that. You see, so also this one, take it to area called flower bed. So you don't need to delete, you just only need to hide all these different also this guys, remember this is also part of the gutter, so put this into the layer called gutter, so you can see. So that's a pretty good. So now if you wanted to bring all the other, now you can say show all layers, you know, they're gonna come out, you know, so it's not gonna look good. Yeah, so that's basically how you go about it. So basically that's the whole thing. Now for this video guys, I want to go now directly to what exactly brought us here. Now that's part of the layers. Now let's look at the grid line. So I want we come here. Basically what exactly that I do, I'm going to draw, you just draw these lines and you're going to move a distance of 2 meters or 2000 mm. So that basically how exactly that I design my grid line. So they're going to be 2000 or 200 centimeters for my line. So what exactly I'm going to do, I'm going to start from here. I'm going to come here. So these are my grid, and then I'm just going to draw a straight one there, sure, like that. Now guys, the naming is not important. What exactly I'm going to do now guys, you can change a number of things for the grid line, so let's check those things. Now for example here, you can change the color of this line here, you can change it here. You can change the shape of this one. You can see this is what is this? This is a hexagonal. You can change in here the marker and change these. And this letter, guys, you can change it here. And you know, you can say 4, for example, and see how exactly it react. Yeah, 4. And just say okay. So those are simple things that you can change. You can change the size of this by putting whether 15 or 10, but I think for now 10 looks good, so let's just okay. Now as you can see, now the letter has increased because we used that. Now what exactly I'm going to do, I'm going now to copy this into multiple copies, move, drag multiple copies, and I'm going to drag it where exactly that I want. So I want, for example, one here along this wall here. I want another grid line there. I want another grid line here. So you can see that these are my grid lines, you see. Yeah, there, and probably I'm gonna need one for this wall here. Yeah, so there, and also on the other side I need a grid line here. I also need another grid line for this wall. Remember guys, remember that these are real project for a client, so these are 3 bedroom that's going to be developed here in Kenya. I'm gonna put another one there, and we're gonna put, so it's a very simple 3 bedroom design, so which is actually on the level of kind of an affordable home, right? Yeah, so like that. So now guys, as you can see, I'm going to have a lot of congestion in terms of these lines, which might not be so good. For example, this one, I might decide to delete this, you see. And what I'm going to do, so this is why you need to sometimes develop some of these things before, so then before you can go so much into your design. So I want now to bring this, because I don't want to have a lot of those grids which are so close and they don't have maybe, you know, meaning onto the same. Yeah, I can do that. Also, guys, because remember I also need a grid here, so what I can do, I can actually have this here, and actually I can delete this one and elongate, bring this here. You know, this, you know, it makes no sense to have these things being so many. You know, you don't need a lot of grid lines. You don't need a lot of these grid lines, you see. So the others are good. I don't see any problem. Yeah, this one has to be like that. Yeah, so I also like the way that this is coming to the edge of that. So yeah, so these are our grid lines. Now guys, remember that in this direction we are going to have you know, numbers, numerical numbers. So you can write 1, this is going to be 2. You just change here, this is 3 now, this is 3, so we have 4. So you're gonna do this one by one, so it's gonna be a little bit tedious. For maybe this 5 now, and 5, this is 6, and this is 7, guys. Maybe these are too many. 8, 9. Yeah, but 9 are not so many. Yeah, so let's then do the vertical. I think these one are good. I like the arrangement. So what you can do is that we can take up now, come here, pick this, and I'm going to start with this one. Remember guys that all my grid lines are actually center to center of my walls. So yeah, like that. So the same kind of, I have to put this at the center of my wall, which is no, this is 90. Yeah, like that. And then what exactly we're going to do, I'm going now to take this one and actually move it. So drag multiple copies, and we're going to now move it. So let's have it here. As for that wall, and here, you know, I'm just I want to just ensure that it is 90. I have this one, I think there. And then we can have this one. We can have this wall also has a grid. This wall has a grid line, and this wall has a grid line. So I did like the vertical one. They're very, you know. Yeah, each and every wall now has a grid line. So what exactly we're going to do? This one, I think we're going to have the A, B, C, D, right? So the alphabet 1, A, it has to be capital, guys. So ensure that you're using capital. B, then we have C, yeah, that's a C. Yeah, this is a D, D for dog. E for what, guys? What? A, B, C, D. E for what? E for A, B, C, D, E, F. F for what? Flog or father. F, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. G for what? G for God. G for girl. H, I think H. Yeah, guys, remember that we don't actually use O. And also on this side we don't use, and also I. We don't use O and I because they're going to confuse with 0 and 1, right? Yeah, so that's how exactly that you put your grid lines, and they look good. Now the only part, guys, is that now when you come to the to our 3D, you can see now my grid lines are visible. So how exactly do I solve that problem? Now what exactly you're going to need, come here, and you're going to the 3D grid lines, and here you have an option here of 3D view. You see this button? So here you're going to uncheck that. Yeah, uncheck that and say okay, and then you're going to come here, and then you can see they disappear. But also this side, guys, you can see they are still there. So what exactly that you need, you just need to come here, grid lines, then check a 3D view here, and untick and check and tick, yeah, like that. So that's how basically that you go about it. And then when you come here, they are disappearing. Now the next important thing, guys, you're going to do is actually have now the dimensions. So for the dimension, you're going to get them on the document, and here on the document, you can take this one. Now for the dimensions, guys, we are going to do some few settings. For example, this one you can put 3, that the size of the text, and other things. For example, this is a witness line. I really don't like the witness line, but I'm going to show you how exactly then you can be able to do some few settings. This is the color of the text. Now you can change that by putting maybe black or something. Now this is the color of that line. Now, but anyway, let's first of all take the measurement. So for example, if I want the wall measurement, I'm going to click on all the walls that are needed on that particular face, right? So I can't really come on this side. You see, I'm on this which elevation, this one, this north elevation. So I really don't need to take this measurement, because then this one I can take it from on this side. So here I need walls which will make a lot of sense when I'm building on this particular side. So I'm going to just say that okay, and I'm going to pull my my dimensions here. Now, guys, as you can see, is that I have these particular lines, but they don't really look good. I don't think you need that. So what you're going to do, you're going to come here, dimension, and you're going to, those are called the witness line. You see these lines, these long lines, and they're called witness line. This witness line here, just click this one, and they're going to disappear. You see, now it's look good. But then, guys, we have one major problem. That's our dimensions are actually in meters, but we want them in mm. Yeah, so how exactly do you go about that? Now you're going to come here on options and come project preferences and dimensions, and what exactly you're going to now choose from plane meter to plane millimeters, and then you're going to say okay. Don't change anything else, just say okay. Boom, we now have our measurement in mm, right? Now our text size is actually 3, which I think is absolutely good for this one. Now once you have those dimensions like that, what exactly now, guys, you can change. If you don't really like your dimensions to be color blue, you can change all these things. And this is the color textile. Change the color. Maybe you want what color, guys? What we use what color? Maybe black. I love black. So yeah, so you see it has changed. Now what about this line? If you don't want it to be is kind of a shade, I think we have not seen. You see this color, you can change it here, and which is gonna be here. So you can change it here and probably put black, or yeah, but use this one, guys. So and then at the edges you can also use this one, or you can actually use color lead there, so that it's gonna look good. Look at that. Now that's amazing. So that's how exactly that you go ahead and put dimensions and everything. Now, guys, take this one and come to the most outer wall, guys. So I'm going to take this one and I'm going to bring it here. I want a distance of 500, actually 5 or 400, even 400 is fine. You see, so what exactly I'm trying to do, I want this distance from here to be 400. So I'm going to put this one 400. So then I have very good dimensions, like that. So I'm gonna now come again, pick up this. Now since I've done all these settings on this one dimension, what I'm going to do, I'm going to come here and pick a parameter with this one, and I'm going to come and pick this one and now start doing all the other dimensions that I need. Now remember guys that you're going to have 4 sets of dimensions. The first one will actually be for the openings, and then the second layer will be for the walls. The third layer guys will be for the grid lines, and then finally you're going to have the overall dimension for your structure. So here guys, we have done the mistake, so I'm going to raise this one another 400. Now what exactly we're going to do is we're going to come here again. I've done so. The shortcut for actually coming here is actually using the Alt option. Now I'm going to come here and take the for the openings. So these are the openings. The openings, we are talking about the doors, windows, and everything. So here I'm just taking the measurements for the openings like this. Pick that one and probably there. Now click, and now guys, you can see there's a kind of a, I don't know how to put it, but what exactly that you do, just pull it up, all the way, don't worry. Then you're gonna pick it up again and bring it back here. Yeah, you're gonna bring it probably, yeah, I'm trying to trace it there, and then I'm going now to raise it by 400. Remember that we said we want to have distances of 400. Now you can see I have very perfect design there. Now, but I have one problem guys. You can see that these measurements are not so good. So what exactly you're going to do is balance this window. Now you're gonna have to balance these things, because then you don't want to have these kind of dimensions. Okay, now let's balance this. So I'm going to pull this one all the way to the end, and then I'm going to measure this distance. I'm just going to kind of pull it, but then don't click. Then it's already 900, so I'm going to pull that by 450, so it's actually now at the center. Then you can be able to see that, and that's how exactly that you do your dimension. So the other dimension now will be, now come here, click, and pick a parameter here, and then you're going to pick the dimensions of, you're going to now put dimensions for grid lines like that, and then put it somewhere there. What exactly you want, a distance of 400. So this is 508, so I'm going to drop it by 108, which is absolutely good. Now I'm going now to have the overall dimension. Now my overall dimension, actually I'm going to take in actually from this grid to this, because guys, the reason why I don't want to take outer to outer wall is because once we are doing the setting out, we are only going to use the grid lines. So yeah, so that's the whole thing guys. So you have so 121, and then guys, I have all my dimension well done. And then what exactly I'm going to do, I'm going to repeat the same process throughout for my design. Now, so let me do that on the background. And then guys, now you can see that I've been able to do all the other dimensions. Now guys, when you come to this side, let's do the last part, which is here, and let's delete this one. Now you're going to come here, pick up this one, and you're going to come here, pick that wall, pick this wall, pick this wall guys, pick this wall, pick this wall, pick this wall. Now then you're going to come here and bring those dimensions outside here. Now another dimension that we need is actually for the opening, so you're going to pick this and pick here, pick this, pick this, pick here, pick here. That dog will be pushed to the edge, and here you're gonna have also this dimension here. So yeah, this dimension, and also we're going to have this one. Then you're going to pull all this into, when you see it reacting this way, just pull it out to the direction that you want, and then you can pull it back once again, see, like that. can pull it back once again like that. Now guys, what exactly will happen here is now you're going to take this one and pull it the same way we said, 400. You can take this one and probably do 600. I'm going to tell you the reason why is because of these letters here, right? Yeah, so then you can take this one for the grid lines, which will be the same for this side and this one. So what exactly I'm going to do, I will just mill a copy like that, and I'm going to take this one and just take this dimension here, move it by 150, and then you have all your dimensions. But guys, you know, you might probably need some internal dimensions. For example, you might need the dimensions of here, here, and here, right? And also probably this veranda, this room also needs some dimensions here, there, and then you're going to click it there. You see, probably you might need the dimensions of here to here, which is good, and also from here to here and here, so that then you might have that one. But I think you have these dimensions. Where are the walls dimensions for this one? I think we haven't put. Yeah, so I think that's good. Then yeah, you have that, and also you can have the overall for the dining area, so like that, because now the overall for here, I think you have it at these 43. Yeah, I think basically those are the dimensions that probably you might need internally and everything. So that's how exactly that you go ahead and do your dimensioning for your design. So those are them. Then guys, remember that you can come here on the text and start doing your text. So for example, this is my lounge, you see, so there is your lounge, and here I have the master bedroom, master bed, or the primary bedroom. So that's the master bedroom there. This is a master bath. Master bath. I don't know why I'm not seeing the doors, or we didn't install the internal doors, or why are we not having? So this bedroom, bedroom one. Did we hide the doors, or what happened? What happened? Let's see on the 3D. Do we have the doors here? Oh no, we didn't put the doors. I thought we had the doors. Oh no, we didn't put doors here. Okay, so I think that was bad. So this will be bedroom 3. So let's call this bedroom 3, and this one will be bedroom 2, because then we have the master bedroom there. Now we can just copy this, and you can say this one now is a shared. And you can just say bath 2, because then the master bath will be bathroom 1, because that's master bedroom. Then here guys, you can just come here and say that this now is the corridor, like that, right? Corridor. And also guys, you can pick this, and here you will have your kitchen designer, kitchen. And here guys, you can just copy another one, and here we have our dining area, right? We can copy of this and put it here. Here guys, now we have the rear porch, the rear porch, like that, the rear porch. We can also drag this one, bring it here, so this will be the entry porch, right? Yeah, so that's That's how exactly then you're going to have your design. So guys, basically that's what we are going to have for our design. So those are the dimensions that you will need. But guys, remember that these dimensions, guys, might change depending on the layout that you want, right? So we're going to have different layers of dimensions. Now these will be the primary what? This will be the primary measurement, but then you're going to have, for example, when you're having the setting, the site plan, you're going to have another layer of dimensions. So these dimensions are in dimension general. You can also hide them if you want to hide that layer. Yeah, so all the dimensions you see. The grid lines are also in their own layer. Now you can hide them, so like that. And also you can, just the same way we say that you can be able to hide all these things. Now for the text, so these are annotation text. So actually you can come here and select all of them because there are no other text here. And you can create a layer of text. So Control L, a new, then say room name, room text. So room text like that. And then you can put them in that layer called room text or room name. I think I had created that layer a while ago. So those are now if I want now to hide these ones, I can just hide them. So that's how you do your that's how exactly that you go ahead and design your dimensions, grid lines, and also the layers. So you can see now when we say show all layers, we have these layers with the dimensions and everything. So hope to see you on the next video. I'm Chimodubira, and hope guys, if you really want to really design like this one, you can always pop in and get the course on the link below, or just call the number or WhatsApp the number, and then we're going to reach back to you. So see you on the next video.